Welcome instead to yet another episode of this Demon Hunter. We cleared Act 1 and Forgotten Goals last time. Honestly, I am not sure if I want to go veteran yet on this character. Maybe soon. I did usually like switch over to veteran at around like level 30, or like at least when we beat like Act 3 usually. I did do a slight detour through Act 7 on this character though. So I'm not quite sure like if he's strong enough right now or not. I guess the cluster arrow is OP though, so like let's just go veteran then. Let's play veteran starting today. It should be fine. Demon Hunter's interesting, auto mirror and kinda mirror skill. You mean this one? Like this mirror that still makes take damage from AoEs. Yeah, it's interesting. I think this is like pretty cool, pretty nicely balanced compared to like some other of them. Awareness. I mean, it's like one of those D3 like circuit breakers, of course, right? What can you do? They're in the game, I guess. Yeah, multi-shot seemed pretty good. I tried it like only visually. Like mechanically, I didn't like actually try the combat. But it looked like a good ability to me on paper, and like from what I've seen, like just using it in like in Devil's Crossing. It looked good, yeah. Definitely. But what also looks like really good is honestly like the cluster arrow. Like for clearing AoE trash, it's pretty good as well. Not gonna lie. Even pushing target. If you hit an enemy like twice with it, seems pretty broken. At least for now. It doesn't deal any weapon damage whatsoever though. That's the weird part. I'm using 2 pistols because the pistols like actually like give me more damage than convert to physical. But other than that, it's a bit weird to play it with like you kind of want to play it with an offhand. I feel like, with like cooldown reduction, you know. Okay, we got the Thrift to Hunt. This one gives me defensive ability, shred, and damage reduction on my elemental strike. Yeah. Yo, Illuminator Pokemon. Still playing default attack, XDD. At least I'm not playing Titan Quest Meteor, dude. Meteor in this wizard class seemed really cool. The one in Titan Quest. So. I thought it's like what the wizard does here in this mod as well in Titan Quest. But it's like Devastation. Except instead of 10 projectiles, it has like 1 projectile. And it has, I don't know, it's just interesting. Wait, where's my... Ah shit, I'm playing this crap. Right. I was playing Disengage on this Demon Hunter, which thematically works, and honestly also mechanically works pretty well. I'm just not used to like using these kind of attacks. Or like movement skills rather. Wait, I'm using double Brutal Slam, right? Yeah, as well for single target. Okay. See totem, click totem. Let's click it. Dude, cluster arrow is, yeah. Pretty good at clearing these totems, not gonna lie. I need to be a little bit careful to like not die there. Like, I have kind of low HP for my level right now. I don't actually know why. Maybe like devotions? No HP from devotions, nothing from attributes, nothing from like skill points right now. It seems like. I mean, from mastery points. Which is kind of not true, right? Deflect? Oh my god, dude, what the hell? Should we kill this guy as well? I mean, let's try. Compared to Wizard, this class looks ass. It's kinda hard to like beat a Wizard visually, to be honest. The cluster arrow I think looks fine. For my taste, again, the explosions are a bit too bright. Like, flashbang. But you would probably disagree there. The element strike looks for a skill that can't proc weapon pool skills, it looks a bit boring, not gonna lie. Compared to something like Promise Strike.
See anything you like? See anything you like?
The Reign of Vengeance. Vitality Reign of Vengeance. Oops.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Don't like it either, it's just too, yeah, like some things in this mod are... I mean, generally,
See you around.
it is well made and generally the effects look, I would say on average, actually like, possibly better than like base Grim Dawn. But some are a bit too much, like this one.
Let's take a look, shall we? Bring me back something interesting.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Honestly, I'd probably just like play Rush. I'm like more used to playing something like Rush instead. Sound design also not quite as nice. I like the cluster error sound design, to be honest. But I mean, Wizards is just really good. I mean, Grimer said this was the first class he made, so like some of the things are literally like 7 years old or something like that. But I mean, this one has good sound, right? I don't know, this one is fine to me. Apart from, like, sound-wise it's fine. Visually it's too bright. Eh? You don't like it? No I think so. I think the sound when you shoot has pretty decent oomph. Maybe it's a bit too quiet, I don't know. I think it's fine though. The Pen of Knives was fine as well, I think, actually. Wasn't it? Sound and visuals of Pen of Knives was fine, I think. Chakram Or multi-shot? I think it was okay as well. It's just, there is no tumble, right? There is no tumble in the class. And there is no pets. And what else was not there? Oh yeah, no strafe, right? No Eye of Reckoning. It's not an item, apparently, though. But yeah, not on the skill tree. It would sound more like this. Okay, what does it sound like? Like when it hits... Like on impact, maybe, right? You're missing like an impact sound. That's what you're saying. Like the shot here is fine, in my opinion. Ah, I missed it. I think it has the same sound as like Grenado impact. I think that should work though. Maybe it's a bit too quiet. No, no, Joe, come on. Multi-shots? We're not playing multi-shot here. But multi-shot is pretty cool, I think, as well. Like, it should be a good skill in this class. This is currently like... I mean... it's like Cocktail, but it has better single target damage because of all the shotguns, right? This is Veteran, this is not even normal, it's just Veteran. I mean, okay, those are bees. It's easy to bully bees, right? Like, bullying bees is like nothing special. Let's get to Vengeance. the numbers are just high as fuck, I think, on this guy.
Come see what's left.
Probably too high. I don't know. Okay, what does this one do? This one does nothing for my class. This one gives me Vitality Vengeance. I'm gonna keep it in my inventory just so we can check out the visual later.
Put it to good use.
Yeah, vibes Pokemon. Actually, I could like really like pick one point here now. Put it on like my R, for example. Why not? Who do we have here? Oh, this guy's easy. Still playing PoE? No. Imagine playing games off stream, what the fuck? Easy tells about. Yeah. Some skills are really well made in my opinion, like even visually. Some skills might be a bit too bright. And the orbs that proc off the elemental strike, yeah. They're pretty cool in my opinion. But might also be like a bit too bright maybe. You required mage blood offstream. Kappa kappa. So did I. I got 5 mage bloods offstream. And then I sold 5 because I don't need any, so I can't show you anymore. Yo, hang the tank, Pokemon. I have terrible pierce resistance. And I'm gonna die here because of that. Sooner or later, at least. I mean, actually, if I make it through this Act 2, then I'm not actually gonna die to it anymore. To be honest. It's mostly those outlaws and like undead skeletons that have like pierce damage. You can easily see that's a mod because Grim Dawn skills don't look this good. I don't know, I think some Grim Dawn skills like look really good. They have like the right amount of flashiness. They're not like over the top flashy like skills in PoE sometimes, or like the bombs from this cluster arrow. Or the ice shards from the wizard I was playing the other day, right? I mean, there's a fine line between like a skill being flashy and a skill being like eye cancer, you know? My deepest apologies, Mr. Streamer. I must inform you of some unprecedented news. It comes at no minor wound to my soul, as I say. You're cute as fuck. My greatest apologies. What is that emote? A spinning chair with a toast? Bread W spin. Welcome on, Prickly Biscuit. Apology accepted. There's a fine line between consideration and hesitation. The former is wisdom, the latter is fear. Indeed, Izaro, indeed. Indeed. Such ambition. Shine boldly, so that the light might be... Ah fuck, I forgot how it works. How it goes on. Something like that. But yeah, it always like almost sounds like shine boldly, right? Which is kind of funny. PoE Bible. So that all may find you when the night falls. Right. PoE Bible. Yeah, Izaro is like PoE Jesus, dude, in a way. Or like an apostle. You know. What does Izaro say when you kill his lapdog? I am yet to find out. I have not yet killed Argus. Yo, for my next Pokemon. Actually gets mad. Argus, yeah, Argus is like...
See what's left of my wares.
I mean, maybe on a ranged character, but definitely not on Ice Crush melee, that's for sure. And also maybe not on hardcore for now.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
Vigorous of rotations.
Iron well spent.
He gets sad, not mad. Any new areas or maps in this mod? No. 0 of that. If you want new maps, you gotta play either the season mod, or like basically like an added act to the vanilla acts that like fits in nicely. Or you're gonna play Reign of Terror if you wanna basically like play Diablo 2 in the Grim Dawn engine. Or you have to play Nijamar, which is a like total campaign overhaul mod that like adds completely custom new maps that are sometimes in design very like unique compared to Grim Dawn. Very good mod as well. Nijamar mod. Nijamar also adds the gods, yeah. The god events. Dude, the god events could be like a season mechanic as well, I feel like. In a way.
Good, you're back.
Ja, moin.
Ja, moin. Der Braumeister ist da. Der Braumeister ist zurück. Schon seit 6 Monaten. Vielen Dank für den Support. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to the Bloomers. Braumeister, welcome back, welcome back. Much appreciated continued support. Hope you're doing good. Skip to the right minute, what is that? Oh no, is that the Argus line? No, I'm not gonna listen to it, it's spoiler, dude.
See anything you like?
No. Fuck off with spoilers. If I'm getting there, I wanna listen to it myself, you know? Like, listen to it the first time myself. And so I can be like, you know, proud of having defeated Argus. No spoilers. Is any of this in any way good, or is it just all trash? It's just all trash, right? I'll get there maybe next year? Yeah, maybe next year. That's fine. I don't need to know the voice line now. It's still fine.
Iron well spent.
Need something broken down?
It's time to remove the polished emeralds. Let's go for soul shards. Get that sweet vitality resistance. You don't want to be that guy, but next year there might be no more Argus. It is what it is.
Bring me back something.
If there's no more Argus, we can listen to the voice line when Argus is gone then. Rector stalled so much they probably removed half the content before you can experience it. What do you mean? Me stalling in Path of Exile? Never. Wait. Did you see that? I was standing inside a fire on the ground. And I activated this. And I took no damage. Is that because the fire on the ground is like cold as a projectile? Like, I took no damage, right? From the stacking fire on the ground. Yo, Mikolas, Pokemon. You have 100% damage absorb? No. No. You don't. You have 100% dodge, 100% avoidance projectiles, 100% movement speed, 100% stun, freeze, and entrapment duration reduction. But no absorb. The fire underground comes from a projectile, right? That is correct. But the fire underground isn't really a projectile, at least I thought so. But you are right that it comes from a projectile. Either way, it's interesting. Nice aim. There are no hand crossbows in this? There are, but not many. It's only blues and purples, as far as I know. And we didn't get a single one so far. It would be a lot cooler if there was maybe like a white item that's really like a hand crossbow, honestly. I feel like you could, in general, like make white items so much more interesting in Grim Dawn than they currently are. Like, already Last Epoch, for example, has more interesting like white items in Grim Dawn. White items in Grim Dawn are so bad. Like white item bases. They sometimes are, of course, still usable because of affixes, but they are pretty fucking terrible. There are actually like some implicits, like three flat energy regen, stuff like that, on caster armor, or like caster offhands, or like CR on offhands, but that's it. That's literally it. Like the implicits are... They actually matter like in Act 1, right? If you're like playing a fireball spam character, for example, like any kind of like energy hungry build in Act 1, you actually do notice it a lot, whether you're wearing like caster gear or not. But apart from that, like at any point in the game, like at any other point in the game, you don't notice it at all anymore. Like the implicits and white items matter between like level 1 and 20, and that's it. So yeah, they could be a lot more interesting in my opinion, definitely. I should grab the inventory. I think you get it from a quest over here. Was it here? Maybe? Could have been here, yeah. Not this quest. But this quest. Alright, perfect. Mantle of Channeling. Ray of Frost and +2 to Whirlwind. Cold damage. Interesting, interesting. Mask of Jiram. I think I already had this one. Also good at Cronley Ring, which has attack speed usually, and Pierce Stress. Could use that instead of the Veloth Ring, I guess. But then I would lose Fire Else and like Aether. It's not really... Not really a viable option either to do that. Unless I get more points. I mean, I should like get more points in Perfectionist anyway. Get the free rest. Yo, Starfield, welcome on, welcome on. It's better to stay in Elite until 94 or Rush Ultimate. The only thing you need for Ultimate is to fix your resistances. Because you're gonna lose another like 25% to the upper and the lower row. I would say as long as you're at least level 70, you're good to go to Ultimate. But yeah, keep in mind the resistance penalty. But yeah, usually I go to like Ultimate at around level 70. That is totally fine. Alright, I should grab the Leech, attack speed, and the stuff here as well. So now we have 5% leech at least. So avoid activating one-shot chests and try the output until you're level 94. I personally don't care, but I know that many people suggest ignoring them until level like 94 at least, if it's like your first character at least. I feel like it mattered more in the past, but nowadays with like monster totems, if you've like missed the one-shot chest somewhere or like opened the one-shot chest somewhere too early, you just like farm another totem and it's like you're gonna get like a legendary or like I think like per totem endgame you get like I mean endgame like at 100 you get like one legendary per totem on average as well, or almost. So yeah, I don't know. The one-shot chests aren't like that important to save up, to be honest. Looking too much at Reddit with the one-shot chests. Yeah. It was like old information basically to save one-shot chests. Like in Vanilla Grim Dawn before expansions, that was like what you did. But nowadays, no. Just click on them. It's not worth it. It's not like worth your time. It's like 10-year-old info. Yeah, kinda. I mean 5-year-old maybe, but yeah. Yeah, don't level in the Crucible. Don't tell Steel Mage to level in the Crucible. And don't save one-shot chests. Just click on them. It's fine. No need to save them. Not worth your time. I pressed it. Come on. There's Witch Doctor and Necro and Barb left. Should probably check out Doctor or Necro next. So Barb it is. Nah, we gotta check out Doctor or Necro at some point. I think especially Doctor is fucking OP, or like it was in the past. So we need to like take a proper look at that and like nerf it to the ground. I'm trying to make the mod unfun. Yeah, because one-shotting everything is fun. One-shotting everything mindlessly without having any kind of like combat is fun, yep. I mean, you know, like if it's gated by items that you get like endgame, like doing certain hard content, it's fine and balanced if you're like one-shotting everything, right? Apart from bosses, of course. But if you get there just by like playing the class, it's kind of like, yeah, it might be a balance issue within the class, you know? Like Warborn? Yeah, Warborn, you have to defeat hard content, right? Copium. Right? Very hard content. Let's get the 50 first, then get the rest. Get some points of vengeance. You're checking out Diablo Immortal in a Polish chat. There are like 2 girls. And 6 of their sims, a majority of talks about TikTok and cringe jokes. Uh-huh. You play Diablo Immortal? No, you pay Diablo Immortal. Yep, true. Did you know the other 5 sims personally? You're sitting in the car for 3 hours waiting for your wife? Why are you sitting in the car for 3 hours? Huh? Does she not have a driving license or what? Please add.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Ghoulie. Guys, we got Ghoulie. Where's Azel? Should make like a relic that's called Azel, right?
Well, you were Darius. We have to hit them hard to work. Damn, now.
Ah, the doctor? Okay. Wait, did you have a doctor's appointment too? I mean, okay. It might be something more serious, right?
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Iron well spent.
Come from right to. I'll go.
Then it's understandable. Like if she can't drive herself and stuff like that. Then it's understandable. Hey, Fromage.
I've been expecting you, human.
Welcome on, welcome on. Thanks for the 13 months. Tier 3 support as well. Holy moly, thank you so much for the support, man. Hur är läget? Gott nytt år. Hope you had a nice New Year's. Kebola Rex, saludos desde Cuba. Yo! Sicario Fish, welcome on, welcome on. Saludos de Alemania, Cuba. I've actually been to Cuba, when was it? 2018? 17? Something like that. Hope you guys are doing good over there. I've been to the States? Nope. Not so far. I mean, I want to go there at some point, but wasn't really like ever high on my priority list, to be honest. Been so busy with setting the apartment, getting the wedding fixed at our move to the new house. Dang. Moving up on the world, eh? I mean, that's good. I'm happy for you. Sounds good, sounds good. You wanted to go to the States at some point, but not when I have to be afraid that some first grade school kid shoots you on the street. Yeah. I mean, there's a fine line between hesitation and consideration. I mean, you don't go to the schools, right? Then you're fine. You went to New York, the city is amazing. Yeah, I mean, there are many, like, I feel like America is very, like, the different regions can be very, like, polarizing, I guess. You can go to fucking, like, Alabama and yeah, I don't know what you want to do there. Or you can, like, see some of the craziest cities in the world. So you're doing some variety streaming? I mean, with the season ending, right, there is just, like, less content in Grim Dawn, unless you play, like, another mod, like this one right here. So, yeah, been, like, you know, trying to not get too burnt out on Grim Dawn, first of all. Checking out some other games. The new PoE season is actually pretty decent, I think. I mean, the mechanic... it's not the worst, but it's not, like, super simple. And it's a bit, like, skewed towards certain playstyles, maybe. And it also requires you to get good. And many ARPG players just aren't good, right, I guess. I don't know. Including myself, maybe. Yeah, played some Neo. Pretty cool game as well, actually. Still haven't finished it. Like, what the fuck? Imagine me finishing a game. I played one stream of Gothic 1. Because why not? I don't know. Kinda want to just like to play some super old game that was like good back in the day. To see like whether it still holds up in a way or not. I mean, it was still fun at least. It's a family thing in Alabama. So I have heard too. But then again, like, Germany has its own Alabama, right? Just go to the Saarland. Same thing. If we get into fights at restaurants, that's hilarious though. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you the Vitality Vengeance, right? So Vengeance was this ability over here, which looks like this. Pew 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 pew. And now we equip this crossbow. Maybe like in the second slot actually. And then it looks like... gotta wait for the cooldown. I mean, this looks more like Aether, but I get it. The crossbow is like a ghostly thing. So the shooting is like the same color as the crossbow. Yeah. Yeah, it's because of the crossbow, right? But with Grim Dawn coloring, it looks more like Aether. It's like kind of like a conflict between, you know, like D3 coloring and Grim Dawn coloring. Like in D3, there is no Aether damage, so this color is totally fine for Vitality in D3, right? But in Grim Dawn, it's a bit confusing. Yeah, the cooldown looks too high, I agree. At least to be usable, like, early on. It's probably the same as Devastation. Devastation is also, like, very hard to make work without CDR and without, like, cooldown reduction from MIs. But yeah, I mean, knowing this mod, there's probably less item support, so it will probably suck more than Devastation. This one has no gear, yeah, that's the problem. Also, I mean, you're playing not a caster class, right? You're playing a freaking Demon Hunter. Like, in general, it's gonna be, like, way harder for you to get CDR, right? Like, how are you gonna get CDR? I don't think the class has any CDR. I mean, it would be weird if it had, actually. So, what's the Vengeance build then? Like, you play an offhand? I mean, the Reign of Vengeance build, rather. So, Vengeance gives you damage chthonics, all damage, cunning away, and again, like, resistances. Like, CC resistances. Which is cool, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there are several issues with, like... I mean, generally I would say the mod maker has made an incredible work with this mod. Like, the classes look generally incredible, but there are some, like, mechanical problems that these classes, like, have in the Grim Dawn world. First of all, like, all the classes having, like, a cheat death mechanic, like, all of them have, like, you know, because it's Diablo 3, all of them have, like, a cheat death mechanic, and, well, they kind of have here as well. But that's, like, really hard to balance, and, like, it breaks Grim Dawn's balance, kind of. Because it's not like a cheat death ability like Menhir's from Soldier, but it's more like a mark of divinity on like every single class. And then like all these classes have like these kind of Super Saiyan abilities, which in base Grim Dawn don't really exist. Apart from maybe like Call of the Grave, which is like a lot worse than these. Oh, you have to give away your dog as well? Dang. Wait. Dog can't come into the new house? Okay. Ascension, I guess, yeah. That's true. But also I think Ascension is like weaker than most of these. These tend to have like higher cooldown and a bit higher duration compared to Ascension though. Especially higher cooldown, so... You could like argue they're like balanced around the higher cooldown. And also like them being deeper into the tree. Right, at like 50 points usually. But I would say these like Super Saiyan abilities could definitely be balanced. Like, they should be way easier to balance than some other things. Devastation hurts, sound hurts your ears. Too loud. Yeah, I can maybe see that, yeah. The Talia set has a 3-second cooldown reduction to Rain of Vengeance. 3 seconds. Is that gonna be enough? Kinda doubt it. But I mean, maybe it's good. I haven't like checked out the sets in endgame. I can only like give feedback to what I'm playing, and most of what I'm playing here is just like early levels through normal, like see how like powerful skills are by default. Oh yeah, another issue with this mod, or like with Diablo 3 classes in Grim Dawn is, for example, I mean, yeah, the coloring of damage types. Vitality color, for example, is one of them. The other one would be holy, right? Diablo 3 has holy damage. Grim Dawn obviously doesn't. I would say in a way, Aether damage is like Grim Dawn's holy damage. It's not really like holy because in Grim Dawn nothing is really holy. But if I had to choose a damage type, I would say like Aether damage is holy damage. The problem is like Aether damage looks completely different, like visually, right? It's like green. So the mod designer chose to make holy damage a 50-50 mix of lightning and fire, which makes sense as well, and also like visually makes sense. The problem is that again, balance-wise, you like fire lightning is in Grim Dawn a kind of terrible combination. Like cold lightning works, but fire lightning is just terrible. At least with current devotions. If there were some different devotions, then it would be also a lot better probably. But as it is pretty terrible. So you need items to convert all the lightning to fire or all the fire to lightning. And then it works, of course. But without those items, the skills need to either have like high base damage, which makes them ridiculously OP early game, or yeah, I don't know. Just convert everything to physical anyway. Yeah. Or that. Yeah, well, to be honest though, like physical isn't quite as OP as it was like 1 or 2 patches ago. I mean, it's still a good damage type, but not quite as OP anymore. Like fire and lightning are totally fine compared to physical as well. I would say right now at least. So while future waifu is at work, on a work trip, I drown your sorrows and enjoy your favorite streamer. Because future waifu gonna try for baby and the doggo hates small babies. He gets really aggressive and territorial. Ah, shit. Yeah. Well, that can possibly like cause some issues then. I mean, if he gets territorial, maybe he would also be like protective about the children, but I can understand you not like wanting to take any chances there. Imagine adding devotions for all the archangels, lesser evils, and greater evils. Yeah. I mean, it would be cool. But that's the next thing, right? Like, I mean, it is a very much like Diablo 3 thing then. And wouldn't really feel that much like Grim Dawn then. Like, it would be like very immersion breaking in a way. But I mean,
So how could
In a way that can be no problem. In another way that might be a problem, depending on like how you feel about it. The Eye of Etlich. What? Etlich. Fizz, bleed, health away, +1 barb. Yeah, I mean, the second you just add like D3 classes, it's really like a mix. Because the fantasy of the D3 classes, like mechanically some things like work in my opinion and can like complement Grim class as well. But like fantasy wise, of course, it's just different. And no matter how hard you try to like put the two together, it's always gonna be weird. Sorry. You could try and protect them from me. Oh, that might also cause issues. Cry yourself a river, build a bridge and get over it. That you have said very well, honestly. Well said indeed. Cry a river, that's fine. Build a bridge, that is very optimistic. And then cross it, that is very brave. Yep, that sounds good. So, yeah, I mean, seeing you say that gives me a feeling you can handle the situation well. Rollers, gloves. Dude, why are these blue items like so fucking trash in a way? They don't even have attack speed, man. I mean, it's still not bad, but level 41. Okay. Just need your moment of weakness and you're gonna be good? Yeah, sounds like it. How am I, house chat? How are you, chat? How are you, chat? I'm doing fine. Overall, can't complain, doing fine. Trying to get some, like, how do you say it? New inspiration for working on Season 5 mod as well. By, well, playing some other mods while streaming. What I'm gonna pick as a secondary for Demon Hunter? Probably nothing. Because the way I've been handling this mod so far was I just like play through normal / veteran on each class, solo, and then like move on to the next character. Just to like get through all the classes, you know. Just get like a feel for them. That is the wrong cave, this is the right cave, alright. Demon Hunter the first one? Nah, I've been playing, actually I should probably update this exclamation point build here, right? I have been playing the Demon Hunter. A Wizard, a Crusader, and a Monk. The Crusader was pretty much... I mean, I chose like Crusader and the Wizard because I thought we were gonna do like... I was gonna do like a proper playthrough on that one at first, but kinda decided against it, and yeah. Been playing like single monsters so far. Instead. Alright, there we go. These are all the builds. So we're missing a Barb, we're missing a Demon, a Witch Doctor, and a Necromancer. It kept crashing Reign of Terror, really? Yeah, to be honest, the Reign of Terror mod is insane when it comes to like added content and everything on top. It is a huge mod. It is way bigger than this one. I mean, this one only adds classes and items. It doesn't even like add new maps. I mean, that said, this is already like tons of work that has been done here for these classes. And I would say like when it comes to like Grim Dawn balance, these Diablo 3 classes have like way better balance. Reign of Terror has kind of like its own balance. It's just like different. It is very different. Whereas this mod has like Grim Dawn balance and like tries to fit the Diablo 3 classes into that balance scheme. Yeah. Crafted a nearly perfect shield with 3 suffixes you want. Triple 2 times tier 1, 1 time tier 2 as well. Holy. That seems absolutely broken. Bonkers. Yeah, the classes are also well done in Reign of Terror. Like visually and thematically and so on. I do agree on that part. Like that's also like pretty well done. They just have like different balance, but that's fine. Poison Conch. Horror's Refuge Imperial Buckler. 6% movement speed. So you have prefix spell suppression. It's like glancing blow for spells, right? And you wanna like stack it to 100% somehow. With like with skills and gear, I guess. Then accuracy, of course, because you need accuracy to throw the concoction. Increase the ration rating, seems good. And then what else? Max life, seems obviously good. Chance to avoid elemental ailments, and chance... The increased stun and block is terrible, I guess, right? Or like whatever. Like the build doesn't really like use block, but... Yeah, 35 is insanely high. You need 35, so with this you have like 100% roll. Like, ailment avoidance. That's crazy. Congrats, congrats. Let's get the stun rush. But now you get accuracy on top. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean the only thing that's like bad on the shield is the block, right? Because you don't need block, I guess. I mean, it's not bad, I guess, but you can get something better than that. Oh, it's hybrid with evasion on top. Okay. But then it's actually still useful because of the evasion. And the normal evasion is a low roll. Okay, okay.
See anything you like?
The bandit's a bit special, yeah. I mean, it's different bands, so. That's for sure.
Put it to good use.
The maps that tried to move around are really well done. Honestly, playing the two classes in Grim Dawn was fun enough. It was a while ago though, haven't tried it for proper gaming lately. Yeah. But up here, Sultan of the Blinding Sounds, +2 all skills and Monk. Grounded skill Sand Tornadoes. Oh, I wanna try those out actually. Just see how they look like. I mean, I would assume they're like similar to the ones from Kalagadra, but let's see, let's see. Holy fuck. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's like Kalagaras, I guess. Oh my god, what is happening? Let's just go down. Is it just like veteran or like my pierce rust or my pit rust being so low? I guess, yeah. This feels like PoE, like just kill the enemy before it kills you. Holy shit. Yeah, he's capped on any avoid exactly with 35% roll on the shield apparently. So the shield is giga insane for him. Why does Demon Hunter not have a single aura? So weird. The only reason you can't stand playing PoE is what? Elemental avoidance? Either you get one shot or you get yeah. I mean, just don't get hit, right? I also feel like if you have like good defenses, you're not actually getting one shot in PoE though. Like you either have low life or like some other like bad defense in some way, then you get one shot easily. But you need to constantly like work on your defenses, I feel like. I mean, you do as well in Grim Dawn, but in PoE I feel like even more, because there's just like more defensive layers in PoE than in Grim Dawn. People somehow don't play tanky characters. I mean, tanky characters aren't gonna like deal as much DPS, right? And then you need to like farm and run so many maps. You know, like you need to be efficient with farming as well. Like, you can't afford to like lose time, you know. I don't know. So archetypes can get damage and be tanky. Like the Path of Exile Warlords. Like Juggernauts. Dude, where's the fucking energy on this build, man? It's not existing. It's not there. I'm sorry. I got some kind of like +2 to Elemental Strike items somewhere. I don't remember where though. Oh, it was the boots. But honestly, with my like situation here with energy right now, I think I'm gonna respec into. Let me kill the guy first here. And then we respec into Hungering Shot for default attack instead, I think. It should be better. Because we still get the damage reduction from the Theory of the Hunt. Alright, I have to go back anyway. Let's do that. Imagine doing millions of damage, you hit for tens of billions in D3.
See what's left.
Wait, not even trillions? What the fuck? Are you even playing the game?
Iron well spent.
Not even playing the game properly, dude. What the fuck?
What troubles you?
Armor stacking Giga Chad.
Safe journey.
Fuck! I sold my boots that I wanted to use, I think. Oh my god. How am I such a pega?
See anything you like.
Give me back my boots. Ah, nice.
Put it to good use.
Lucky. Lucky.
Need something broken down? Bring me back something interesting.
Ah, there. Yes. Yes. Oh, of course.
Who will be my second class? No one. This is another tutorial completion class,
Your
yes.
mind of regrets. Let me clear your mind of regrets.
Wait, is this still bugged?
Stay strong.
Right, yeah, it's bugged. To get through of the hunt for Hungering Shot, you need to have 1 point here. I mean, it's bugged though. It will be fixed, Copium.
What troubles you?
What do I pick? Wow. I kinda need to do this though. Having bad fire rest kinda sucks though.
I'll keep an eye on this.
Melee Demon Hunter. It probably can work. If you just like use the resistance reduction and kind of knives and maybe some other stuff. But the tools are pretty limited for Meta Demon Hunter, like offensively at least. It can work like as a support class for like another melee class. I'm pretty sure about that. But other than that, it's kinda limiting. Don't have a devotion, that thing you were trying to respec. That is also correct, yes. Maybe it was because of that, yeah, okay. True. Chakram? Yeah, Chakram exists.
What troubles you?
That still doesn't work. Like, you have to remove this and then this. Even though this should not... Like, this should also work for Hungering Strike shot, and thus you shouldn't be able to... Like, you shouldn't have to remove this one.
Farewell.
But it is bugged, unfortunately. It is bugged. -1 skill point right now, pretty much, yeah. Bugs Necrom Dawn mod? Never. Never ever. When you say supporter class, it just cracks me. Yeah, I mean, it's Grim Dawn mechanics, right? With some third-party utility? Maybe you could, yeah. I don't wanna try that, to be honest. I want it to just work, you know. It should work. It should just work. Honestly, putting that many points here, it's probably not worth it right now. I'd rather max out the other two abilities first. Like most of these Super Saiyan abilities, I've noticed the scaling is like works in a way that 1 point is really good, and then you want to max them out eventually, but probably not that early on actually. Why am I porting here? I think I need to go here though. Let's see. Yep. Lag, please.
Keep your weapon.
Been there, done that. Okay, cool. Let's go back here, get the attribute point from Lutra. And then we go to Homestead. Alright.
These are.
See anything you like? Put it to good use.
I wasn't sure. I wish I'm going to check.
I'll skip the pleasant. The Legion is split on.
Alright, let's go. Also devotion points, we can finish the empty throne, get some more Aetheras. We got some decent amount of like Chaos and Vitras as well, and we're gonna put more points here to get even more Chaos Rust and Elemental Rust to fix the Fire and Chaos. At least fix it somewhat. Which should be good for the second part of this act. So this is kind of like an explosive strike, and this is kind of like a brimstone, right? Honestly, let's just grab the rest first. Now the fire rest is capped. And I would also get 20% more crit damage here, right? If I soft cap it. But that's nice. It's not only defense, it's also some offense there on top. And since we're playing physical, I am getting quite a bit of away from cunning. So I do crit at least a little bit more than other builds. So the percent crit damage should also be good. How does the Chakram skill line look like? Here it's like Wind Devil in a way, or like, yeah. It's like a player skill pet. You click it and it like swirls around you. Honestly, I could also like put points here. Because it does deal... For some reason it doesn't deal like piercing damage, it just deals like physical and fire damage. I don't know what kind of like damage type it deals in Diablo 3, but here it's like physical and fire. And you can make it... Oh, you can make it cold and pierce though, yeah. But yeah, you summon it. It like swirls around you, hitting enemies and dealing damage. Pretty much. It's for Fizz, Fire or Code in D3? Okay. Yeah, then it actually kind of fits. I mean, there is no piercing damage in D3, is there? This one? Ah, the one pointer here? It's just like burn damage and crit damage. This one would be conversion to cold damage, like the cold and pierce. This one is just like added burn damage, which we are converting to internal trauma with the weapons. Pew 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 pew. I mean, damage is okay, but most of the damage actually comes from these like brutal slams or single target. Hungering Shot is kinda whatever, I guess. I don't know. D3 lacks Pierce, doesn't Pierce ignore armor? Yeah, Pierce ignores armor, Pierce only gets reduced by Pierce resistance. There's a merchant that sells white MIs at Fort Icon. Yeah. He's basically just there for like transmutes, because he sells like items. That were cut and didn't make it into the game, basically. Like back in the day, you know. Or like he sells like items that look like the older versions of some items, and they got like updated at some point, and then like they didn't want to like delete the old items completely, so they're still at least like visually there for you to check out and buy out of that vendor, and then you can like use the old items like via the transmutation. What's it called? Illusionist? Illusionist. Hey Iron Bits MTX. Hey Iron Bits to get old scuffed MTX. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Imperious of the Fox. Of the Fox has Cunning and Spirit. And Imperious has Poison and Pierciness. That is not bad, but also, do I need it? I don't know. I get reminded of the times when SOT was considered the endgame challenge, yeah. I mean, Base Grim Dawn released with SOT and... holy shit. Released with SOT and BOC as like the endgame. Like the endgame, you know. I remember one guy, he was a streamer on Twitch. He was called For the Undercity. And all he did all day was run SOT and BOC. And he had like a board behind him. And he would write down every single legendary item he got on the runs. That's pretty cool. And then he stopped streaming and yeah. Rest in peace. I mean, not rest in peace, but like the content rested in peace. Was his name Mike Fick? You would kind of expect Mike to have done that as well, right? In a way. Yeah, true, kinda. But no, his name was, as I said, like, For the Undercity. Got the leg plates of Valor. Honestly, these are really good as well, though. They're almost as good. World Breakers of Attack. Plus 2 to Earthquake and to Meteor. That's a really cool affix, actually. Like, thematically. The World Breakers affix. Rest in Gabagool. Yeah, he's resting in a pile of Gabagool. Pretty much. Corpse Spiders and Death Nova. Okay. Do we use this one? I got like new fresh Eliras on the pants, right? Only 15% though. This one is 26. How much will I get from the next 2 points here? Another 6, right? So that's 21 instead of 26. That's not enough. Oh well. Let's make another, what's it called? Scaled hide. Scaled hide and pants, yep. BOC was really difficult back in the day? Yeah, it was. It honestly was. Like, SOT was endgame, but it was kinda simple. You only ran like SOT a shit ton because BOC was harder and you couldn't clear BOC. And or because, well, you wanted the Alchemist rings. But BOC was, holy, sketchy as fuck, yeah. Like, getting the World Eater was actually hard as well, like really hard. Because the content was hard. And then Forgotten God, and then Mammoth released. And freaking Kubakawa was like harder than any other mob ever in the game. Because like his breath basically like one-shot you. Before the nerf. I need to put way more pawns into this as well, into like Shadow Power and Shadow Glide. Holy moly. This class is gonna die to Algrim, right? Like, I don't know. Seems like way weaker than some of the others. Like defensively at least. Power creep is unavailable, but still I believe that the scaling dungeons you guys introduced are a really good way of gathering, gating some really powerful gear and or mutators for skills, yeah. Wait, unavailable? Do you mean like inevitable? Unavoidable? Or unavoidable, yeah. That also would make more sense. You just want to 2800,000 damage on bonus 4 set? Yeah. Right. Sure. I gotta grab like Sailor's Guide. I think, cause my movement speed like still sucks ass. Monka. Okay, this felt like an actual fight in a way, even though it seems like I was able to face tank a bit. It was only because of like the correct usage for cooldowns. Was nothing like the wizard, which just like one-shot the boss basically. That said, I think I was actually playing on normal on the wizard, right? I didn't switch over to veteran until like next act. So it's a little hard to compare right now, I guess. Those are like decent boots, I guess. At least they also have like fizz damage, which I'm actually scaling here. Okay, Brother Mol Tayer or Roof. Looks like a Demon or Inquisitor or Shaman. It looks like a Grim Dawn character, that's for sure, right? Because it uses default attacks, I mean, or... They were thinking more like RR, where certain elements are changing how a skill works, but billions of damage seems to work with D3, yeah. For D3 it works, yeah.
I have come to represent Kaiman's Chosen, as the one you call Ulgrim has requested.
The other problem is, right, you can make attacking builds like interesting with weapon pool skills. But weapon pool skills would need new animations. Oh my god, otherwise you can only like use old animations in a way. Oh my god, why am I still stupid to like talk to this guy? Holy shit. How's this possible? Fuck the Pepega. That was really hard, dude. We beat the UI, yep. You should play some Titan Quest Eliminator. At least once, you know, like just to have experienced it. Just to experience like how default attacking like really feels like. It will corrupt your heart, right? This is already painful to watch as well. Probably seen Boiler die like 200 times already. Hey, there he is, speaking of the devil. He's gonna fall to the power of default attack. And the occasional, like, bluster arrow, I guess. At God Game. Wait, who's God Game? Echo? What is Echo? Alright, I mean... Now we are again in the situation where in a base Grimtools class I would be getting +1 Oscars from maybe a relic at some point. I would be getting like +1 Oscars from maybe a belt. Or from maybe an amulet, or from maybe like a... Actually no, while leveling you don't get +1 Oscars from a helmet, but from amulet and belt maybe. So yeah, the red lightning 32 when you got here. Wait, red lightning? Yeah, it's actually, I do miss default attacks in Path of Exile, like they just don't exist, like it doesn't matter what weapons you wield, like animation wise. It's kinda sad. What do you mean, strike skills? A strike skill is like the default attack pattern? Frenzy, okay. Maybe I should play like a frenzy character. Depends on the strike skill. Yeah, maybe I haven't played enough of them yet. I guess the only strikes that I've seen so far is like Bone Shatter. To me it always like it looked like it only has like one animation, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Dude, why am I still taking so much damage? I'm taking so much damage because I don't have like insane flat absorb like the wizard. Or because I don't have enough vitality resistance. And probably shit armor as well. With shit physicalness. Why am I taking so much damage? Except that the game sucks? No, what the fuck? I mean, I know why I'm taking so much damage. Because I have literally 0 absorption skills. And like 0 armor and 0 physicalness. Do you know why? Because the class doesn't have a skill that gives you absorption or armor or physicalness. That's why I don't have it. And because my devotion tree that I want to go for, I mean for ranged, you get like leech and attack speed, but you don't get like any physicalness or armor either. You're drunk and you're sad, don't push my your heart to such extremes. Wait, what did I say that pushed your heart to extremes? Okay. What did I say? Alzheimer's, I'm sorry. I'm getting old. What did I say like 2 minutes ago? There are 3 types of builds in Grundorm in terms of physicalness. There are those with 70 plus, there are those with 30, and there are those with 0. HP got too low? Oh yeah, I mean HP is also low in this class. Like you have low HP, and there is nothing that gives you HP, right? The only thing you have on this is damage reduction, but like damage reduction application is, as Illuminator pointed out as well the other day, only via your default attacks. Or like the elemental strike. So it's kinda hard to properly like put it up. Which wouldn't be an issue if the class was a bit tankier in another way. The class instead like tries to go for like dodge as a theme, or like Nightblade. like Shadow Glide, and I haven't put like enough points here yet. Either you default or you default attack. Okay, so Vengeance gives you absorption, right? 25%. But I mean... like, it's missing... The thing is, there are classes with like... okay, endgame, maybe not, but like at least for leveling, it would be totally fine to have like 0 Physrus if you had like, you know, flat absorption or armor. For example, if you're an Inquisitor, you just like pick Inquisitor Seal and you're Gucci, right? As a Demolitionist, you just have Blast Shield and whenever that procs, you're Gucci. As a Oathkeeper, you just like press Ascension and you're fine. T3 classes are too strong. And it looks like this one might be too weak and not too strong. Apart from maybe like certain skills, like the Vengeance seems like really strong, of course, but other than that. But also, Vengeance seems like really strong, like maybe endgame. As a scaling thing with like the OA and the Cunning. But right now... sure, Cluster Arrow is like OP, right? The default attacking, I mean the thing is, okay, like default attacking Grim Dawn, at this level, Fire Strike, for example, would also suck, right? Or like Righteous Fervor would also suck compared to playing some like AoE burst spells like Cocktail or Canister Bomb or Grenado even. Right, like Fire Strike would be just terrible, right? So if you compare this to like a demo, right? We're basically playing Fire Strike right now. Like with this and this. And we're playing like a Cocktail, the Cluster Arrow on top. Yeah, these are too bright, in my opinion as well. And it might be fine if it was like, you know, one single explosion, but it's multiple grenades and thus it's like stacking and gets too bright. Other classes have good skills, this one doesn't. I mean, Cluster Arrow is fine for leveling, definitely. Rain of Vengeance, as you said, has too high cooldown. It might be the same cooldown as like Devastation, but I mean, Devastation is on a caster class that has like CDR built into the tree, and also Devastation is pretty much also trash unless you play like cooldown reduction items that you can also get while leveling as well already, like Ungoliaxis, for example. So yeah, Rain of Vengeance, as it is as a standalone, has like too high cooldown, I guess. It needs to be like usable in any way for like leveling, for example. I think at least. I don't know. At least compared to like Cluster Arrow, right? Like Cluster Arrow does the same on a, you know, like on a 3-second cooldown. Maybe like Rain of Vengeance is as good as like 2 Cluster Arrows. But then, yeah, you still have like 12 seconds downtime with 0 DPS, whereas you can like just continue spamming Cluster Arrows, or like using every 3 seconds like a Cluster Arrow, right? I do not download the version you sent me. Wait, did you send me a new one? Oh. Seems like poop. I mean, okay, so on one hand, you can feel with some of the skills, in my opinion, Elemental Strike, for example, that the class is older than the others. so like visually a little bit less stunning maybe. Other abilities are totally fine though, like the Rain of Vengeance and so on, they look visually good. The cooldown is maybe a bit too harsh. Okay, do we play these now, or do we play this? Chaos Rust, Slow Rust, a bit to Pierce physical to Vitality though. It's like impossible to play it, right? Resolute of the Fox. Standard us. Bone Cage of Protection. World Breakers of the Wolf. Menacing of Frostbite. Ballistics. Dude, are there no like of Alacrity gloves? No. Unlucky, I guess. Generally, explosions are too bright in Grim Dawn. Turning off in options and graphics fixes that. It doesn't fix it though. Turning off the option, it doesn't really fix it. I'll show you why. The game just like looks terrible than a map, or like worse at least, like a lot worse. Like, sure, you can turn off... Where is it? This, right? You can turn off post-processing. Then the entire game just looks grey. And yes, these don't hurt your eyes anymore as much. I don't know, like, I want the skill to look like this, you know? While the rest of the game looking like this. But yeah, if you turn this on, it's like so bright. Yo, Scrabbers, welcome on, welcome on. How you doing? 5 AM going back to sleep? Yeah, you should sleep. Bitch, bitch. Oh, Yasuminasai. I mean, smoke screen is... Honestly, it worked pretty well so far. You sure cheat death should have a long cooldown? Miniatures has like 30 seconds. I mean, they have 100% absorption on top, right? Like, look at Mark of Divinity. I don't know. Like, Menhir's well heals you, sure, but it doesn't give you like 100% absorption on top. Smoke screen is garbage. You might think you're not dodging ground effects and AoEs. Ground effects you cannot dodge, yeah. But for example, I was dodging Cronley's Aether damage. Like the stacking stuff, right? On the ground. You tried it versus Garia, it didn't work against Garia, wait, what? How? That sounds so weird. You somehow still took damage. That's weird. I mean, I tried it versus, like just now, versus like Cronley's Aether Ground, and I took no damage from the Aether Ground. from like his projectiles. Right, he throws the projectiles and then leave the aether ground that like stacks up. That's why I usually have to like move around him, right? I didn't take any damage from it, like after pressing this ability. I don't know, it seemed kind of weird. Maybe I need to like retest it. I mean, might have been some other reasons why I thought like I didn't take any damage there, but it really felt like I took literally no damage. And I was standing in like a lot of them. Like before I pressed it, I actually took like a lot of damage per second, so yeah, I don't know. It seemed pretty good to me so far. I still think like nerfing these skills when it comes to cooldown is fine. It's more like this class maybe needs something else, like some kind of other buff. Otherwise it does, like all the classes have these kind of abilities, right? And they all seem like kind of OP on all of them, honestly, in a way. Especially when you can like stack them. Like if they don't proc at the same time, you can proc the first one first and the second one second. Like that's pretty OP in my opinion. But the other classes had like, you know, better defenses other than that, or like better damage. This one has decent damage on Cluster Arrow, sure. Other than that, damage seems... I mean, it seems like it lacks the items, which makes sense, right? Yeah, but it's not actually like dealing more damage than the other classes, that's the thing, right? It's like the same damage, but has like way less survivability. At least so far, I don't know. Cheat Death doesn't... I'm just comparing it to Mark of Divinity. For the most part. And Mark of Divinity requires you to have an item slot. It's never used because it's trash. Kinda not true, to be honest. Which pushing build uses it? I mean, any Bomberman would use it, you know. What's the music? Diablo 3 music, actually. You haven't seen Bomberman push high skeleton key dungeons? Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I'm just saying they would use it. I mean, the biggest issue with these is, in my opinion, that the cooldown on like 1 point was... I feel like the Demon Hunter one has maybe like a higher cooldown than some others, I don't know. But it seemed like the cooldown on 1 point is like too low. Once you like, you know, put many points there, I think then it's fair, right? Like then it's fair for it to like have a lower cooldown, like the problem with many of these like passive skills is that usually a build, right? In many of them, like the typical Grim Dawn build would only want to like put 1 point or maybe like 2 or 3 points, right? So if you want like an actual, if you want to like give people an actual motivation or like an actual choice to like become more invincible, like to be, you know, to have like a better cheat death, then they should like invest for that. And because skill points are limited, having to invest more points there means that you will ultimately in some way or form like do some damage, right? It should be like a trade-off. Can't compare an item to a skill. Well, you can and you can't. They block different things, right? Or like a skill like blocks stuff if you need to put more than one skill point, right? If you need like only to put one skill point into a skill, it's like you basically get it for free, right? If you put only like 1 point. If you have to like put 12 points or 10 points, then it's an actual trade-off, right? Then you could argue, okay, it's like an actual trade-off like an item. Market Community also has stats. Yeah, but you're still like also losing like stats because you can't use another, like you're not using another item then instead, right? Can't compare stats and proc to just a skill. I mean, you can always compare stuff. Of course you can. You can compare everything. Market Divinity has become worse and worse because, for example, Turtle Devotion proc has become better and better. And the more Circuit Breaker you already have, the less important additional Circuit Breakers become. Health always goes to 100 from 100 to 0 at endgame. He says yes. Kek W. Illuminator, who says that in PoE you don't get one shot, but in Grim Dawn you get one shot. Yep. Sure. Sure. Yo, to me, welcome on. We don't want to build something like a Paladin, but I'm quite new to the game. Is there any build which is somewhat close to the feel of a classic Paladin? What is a classic Paladin feel to you? Like, which game have you played first that made you, like, feel how a Paladin feels? Was it Diablo 2? Was it... I don't know. Gothic
Just the
2?
person I'm looking for.
Holy shit. Was it WoW Classic? Yo, Print Screen 666, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Very much appreciate the, this insane support. That's absolutely nuts, dude. Presidion, Guerf, Delauche, Duchiman06, Fire Lily, Walking on Bodies, Captain Keeney, Johnny, Ravadex, and Carzo4. Welcome on to the Bloomers, guys. Welcome and welcome home. Enjoy your stay. Thank you so much for all the support. Print Screen 666. Easy dodge. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Much appreciated. The hammer then in Diablo 2. Okay. So you're looking for a build that has like auras and hammers that spin around you, I guess. There is no class in Grim Dawn that has like spinning hammers. However, there is a devotion that has spinning hammers that like procs whenever you block with a shield. Targo's hammer over here, which, well, is usually used for retaliation builds, like for thorn builds basically.
I'll give you a good price.
Unlike other RPGs though, thorns is actually viable in this game.
Good use.
It is slower early game definitely, but it is pretty good later. With gear though, it does require some gear. Some classes
Safe journey.
can really like make it work pretty decently without gear. Like a sentinel I would say is pretty good actually for that. About auras, I made a aura paladin actually, like a beginner aura paladin that you could check out if you wanna like more play like around like an aura build. It is the second to last link, the beginner starter builds link, and then you have a paladin in there. The class is literally called a paladin, like an Oathkeeper plus Inquisitor. But it's more like an aura build than a hammer build. Yeah, like mechanically, like hammer, where you like summon hammers all the time so that they spin around you. That only exists like in
I am told I
for example, the
could lead you
season,
forth to- let's see.
the season mod has like an item for a code that reads evil eye that works like that. But it's more like, I mean, it's an occultist skill, so it's very much like an unholy paladin, if any paladin at all. The aura paladin, yeah, I made it like a beginner playthrough, like a beginner build. You don't need like any items for it, or like the items that you need for the build, you just find them while leveling if you know where to go. But I'm like explaining where to go, like in that guide or like in the playthroughs. Yeah. So as long as you go where I'm telling you to go and like get the items there, then you will have a very easy time like getting the items. I think the shield I was using in the end in that build was slightly nerfed. Like the cooldown to judgment was like the cooldown reduction rather was slightly nerfed. But other than that, the build is still totally fine.
Put it to good use.
At least for like a starter build. Obviously with other items you will have different options and stronger options. But also the paladin does have like pretty good like options for endgame as well. I mean, in general, like every class in Grim Dawn has multiple play styles, with tons of items supporting them. That can be viable for endgame, and Aura Paladin is like one of them for Paladin. You can make an item that modifies damage of all devotion skills. I guess technically you could make skill modifiers that like modify the damage of a single devotion proc. Other than that, like something that increases the damage of all devotion skills is just like percent all damage on gear, right? But that doesn't only, I mean that increases like all of your damage, whether it's like from a devotion or not, right? No, there's no like all devotion damage. That doesn't work. You can either try to make skill modifiers for a single like devotion proc, or you scale it with like percent all damage. But I mean the Shattered Realm set does the same, and you just like scale all of your damage, whether it's from a devotion or not. Donna Masteries has that, like skill modifiers to active devotion procs. 4 liters of cider. Holy moly, dude. You sure are getting hammered. What the hell, dude? I mean, cider is a decent choice, that's for sure, but what the fuck? I hope you're gonna do okay today and tomorrow. You want bows in Grim Dawn? Well, you have crossbows. Haha. Playing Paladin in real life, getting hammered. Playing a hammer Paladin in real life. Yep. You don't like crossbows, Madge? Well, if you create if you load the player model into 3ds Max and create custom bow animations for us there, then we can add bows. Smile. You're losing your best friend? Yeah, I know. Yeah. You do have a good reason to get hammered. Whether you are a paladin or not. Don't we have a 3DS license? We kind of have now, yeah. We kind of have now. I didn't get it yet, but we kind of have, yeah. But Tom already said, like, would rather, like, basically make, like, 100 items than, like, make a single animation. Because animations are cancer and so much work. But animations would honestly, like, you know... They would open up a lot more. No ballistas. No ballistas here. No ballistas, no menagerie. No strafe. He's bad, man. Strafe is on an item though, I've heard, and I cannot set. Why are animations so much work? I've never done one myself. I can only tell you like what the animators or like model creators that I know said. Oh, sentries on sets as well? That's... Mage was better, yep. And you can play multi-shot, which is like another default attack in a way. And it's not actually the default attack, but like another attack. But it has like multiple shots per shot. Chakram build. Well, Chakram is kind of like Blade Spirits, I guess. Blade style wise. And then you have Fan of Knives. This is like a, well, proper melee skill, I guess. And the Bola is like yield resistance reduction stuff. And Rain of Vengeance is mechanically a bit like Devastation, but it actually looks pretty cool. It just has like kind of bad uptime, so it's not really like a viable option right now. Maybe cooldown is too high or something. I don't know. At least if you compare it to like Cluster Arrow, like Cluster Arrow is just... Sorry. A lot stronger. Oh yeah, also, this class has not a single aura. Like, what the fuck? That's so weird. Like, no, not a single, like, passive aura, you know? I guess Inquisitor doesn't have one either, really. Except for Censure or Conviction. But this one has, like, literally none, right? Literally none. Word of Renewal? I mean, it's not like an aura, it's like a... I mean, not a toggle level aura, I mean... This one is like Word, right? Shadow Power is like Word. Or Vengeance is also kind of like that. Like all these Super Saiyan abilities are like active. Yeah, you press it and you get like an aura for either forever or like a certain amount of seconds. You trapped an Occultist. And Occultist is a great support class. I also like it a lot, like thematic, like theme-wise. Blood of the Dreig. A great buff, yeah. I wonder how this would play if you play like a Fan of Knives Chakram build. Like melee. Problem is, it's not really a problem. 3-second cooldown, and then you have like Chakram in between. Yo, walk on, welcome on. Like Knight's Blade's Whale. Yeah, or like Flame Touched from Demo. Stuff like that. Or Field Command. Like something that you put in your secondary bar, right? This class has nothing for that. Like nothing. Nothing. Can you make an arrow pet for Hungering Arrow that explodes upon contacting an enemy?
See anything you like?
Shield of Fury. Oh.
See you around.
This ability is kind of fine. This one's maybe fine as well, I guess, yeah. Is Demon Hunter like lacking skills maybe? I don't know what's wrong here. No, actually no, it's not. I don't know. New class 1. Let's kill Logorian first at least.
Good. You've already very precise.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Imagine like actually making a new class, like just one. It's so hard though, like making a class like that like genuinely fits the Grim Dawn universe, that also covers stuff that especially like playstyle wise hasn't been done yet in the game. I mean, if you have like Diablo 3 classes or like classes from other games, you kind of like know what you want to do, right? Like you just want to like try to replicate that how it felt like in that game and like just port it over to Grim Dawn, and you don't really care too much about like, okay, does it have like overlap or not, right? Something like a steampunk chronomancer. Yeah, I mean for Grim Dawn you want something more like maybe steampunky. I mean Grim Dawn isn't really steampunk, but it's almost steampunk. I mean, it's not quite steampunk, it's more like Victorian. And what's it called? Cthulhu, like Victorian Cthulhu game. Lido makes an auto-attack class. I don't think the template thing is that big of an issue. Like, you already made some skills that like feel different. Like, for example, fire belts, like returning to the character, right? In Witch Doctor. That is a mechanic that exists in Grim Dawn. It exists like on some items like Eldritch Pact, but it's not like in a class, you know. And something like Strafe, for example, which this class doesn't have, unfortunately, but like basically like a ranged Eye Reckoning skill would be cool, which you already kind of like made as well for like a set list. Like that doesn't exist in Grim Dawn at all, but it can be made. I personally love the Meteor skill as well, like thematically. I just didn't play it that much because all the other stuff like seemed better balance-wise, or like stronger for like this early leveling at least. But Meteor was really, really cool. And even stuff like Vengeance, that's basically Devastation, right? You can still, like, with effects, you can, like, with sound effects and, like, visual effects, you can make them, like, look so much different. And that's pretty cool. Like, just because, for example, the skill has, like, more projectiles, but, like, the projectiles are smaller, it kind of really, like, works a bit different because of that. Or something like multi-shot. I mean, I made a shotgun in the season that works... Actually, I think it's a different template. But you could argue like it works in a similar way. But like, again, base Grim Dawn doesn't have that. There's shotgun on... what's it called? The Inquisitor weapon pool skill, but other than that... GMP support one. And Grim Dawn doesn't work like that, but... I mean, for something like multi-shot, you could actually make it work like that, maybe. Alright, if you have a... Yeah, if you set up... You just can't make it work for, like, skills that are default attacks. But if you set the skill up to not be a default attack, like multi-shot, then you can actually have, like, modifiers, like adding more or less projectiles. Yeah, yeah, it's like PB that scales with AOS and, like, has a default attack animation instead of the casting animation. Yeah. But yeah, again, like you can, it is a template that already exists in the game, but because you made the animations different, you make it like scaled differently with like different stuff, like with attack speed instead of casting speed, and like have maybe like more of a weapon damage focus than PB. Just because of that, it really like feels, in my opinion, like different enough to be at least like usable as a skill for like a new class. Way more than, say, like Hungering Shot, for example, of course. The mechanic of D3 from Hungering Shot doesn't work in Grim Dawn, so it just ended up being like a default attack replacer, which is like the best you can do if you want to like replace Hungering Shot, but it's not like something interesting that you would like actually, you know, put into a new class if you were like looking to make a new class for Grim Dawn and you weren't like looking to like just port over classes from other games. Yeah, that's kind of funny, yeah. Like, you made Cyclone Strike before Crate made Judgment. The template was already in the game. I mean, same for Our Reckoning, right? You made Whirlwind, like, from Barbarian before Crate made Oathkeeper as well, so... Oh, you didn't? Never mind though. Never mind. I thought you said that, but maybe not. Oh, they made the template first, and then you were able to... Oh, that's... Okay. My bad then. I thought maybe like the template was already like in the game before that. Guess not. I guess same for like all the charge abilities then that you added to Monk and Barb. They weren't in the game, and like the leap as well. When can we make templates? If you, I mean, if you figure out how to make them for Grim Dawn, feel free to. There are templates that you can use from Titan Quest, I guess. That's, for example, like how I think Dawn of Monsters like added animations for certain like spear skills and so on. Maybe, I don't know. No idea actually. Maybe it's not how that worked. That probably has nothing to do with templates actually. Spears and there's, I mean, yeah, I don't fucking know. Yeah, I mean, if you have a template already, like, why would you make a new template? You want a skill to work like an item, or the other way around, and just like reuse the item, I mean the template. That's just like smart developing, honestly. Or like lazy, but lazy is usually also smart because you're saving time and then you can like use more time to do something else, like do more content on top, you know? As long as it like works right and it's not... And as long as like the quality doesn't suffer because of your laziness, being lazy is always smart. Because it's not actually lazy, it's just like efficient. Work smarter, not harder. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, there is no like rolling animation, or, like no rolling skill template, I guess. I wonder if you could, if you had the animation, if you could just use the template of say like Wire Smite, right? This as like kind of how it works, and just like add a different animation here. Like make a different, like a rolling animation. Then it's basically vault, right? Which DLCs are a must? Ashes of Mammoth and Forgotten Gods are a must-have, like 100%. They are 1000% worth it. They add... I mean, the game basically isn't really like complete without them, to be honest. Crucible is just like a side DLC. It doesn't really like connect to the actual game. It's just like an arena wave, like an endgame arena kind of content that it's still not bad, I think. It's still like pretty good. But yeah, you don't need it for like the main experience. It's just like an alternative endgame mode, in my opinion. I know you can like play arena, I mean Crucible, even before endgame, but it's really not worth it. I don't even know like why Crucible has like 3 difficulties. I mean, it has 3 difficulties because like it is meant to be usable and enjoyable for people that don't want to like grind through all difficult, like all the way to endgame, so that you can like just experience it earlier. It's the same reason why like Shadow Ram also exists on normal elite. But like for the actual usefulness of the mode, I would say it's like an endgame only, like alternative way of like farming gear. It's kind of like the Shattered Realm from Forgotten Gods expansion that you get for free on top of Forgotten Gods, like inside Forgotten Gods already anyway. Yeah. It would change virus mode as well, but it's hard coded. Okay. So you would need a different template for something like the vault. Yeah, I mean, you could make a copy of that template and use it as a template for the template, and then change a new template, right? By the way, the modules you sent me, how up to date is that one? Or is it only the effect with like less lightning on some stuff? You sent me a mod on Discord, right? Like a different version, like an updated version. Is it only different lighting, or is it like which other changes does it have? All the changes? Okay. Okay, then I should probably like actually check it out. For example, like check out Monk on that one and so on. Including a fix for the Bright Cluster error as well. Alright, alright. Yeah, I should really install it then. Yep. At least start to download. Alright. Hopefully my stream isn't gonna like shit the bed now. I mean, download and upload shouldn't like interact with the, like mess with each other that much. If like sometimes, yeah, it's big effort. Oh my god. What is this German internet, man? I'm just like trying to fucking download a file while streaming. How is that so hard? Are you kidding me? Alright, I'll do it when I have a pause window here.
See you around.
Wait, was I in the Black Sepulchre already? Or am I stupid? No, I didn't actually get to the shrine, right? Yeah, I just went to sell from here. Okay. Monka. We go back to Fort Icon? Yes. Alright. Earth is the third from Sun, so we're all from the third world.
I'll give you a good price.
I mean, not wrong, I guess. Another world breakers.
Iron well spent.
Good work down there. We can't. I'll keep you stash safe. It's safe with me. Promise.
Took you long enough. The cult of... It appears that...
Took you long enough. Put my hands. Only Logorian, the new class. You really don't like this one, eh? I mean, you just hate anything that's like default attack, I guess. This is still better than Titan Quest, come on. I'm gonna do all the 3 classes. That is the plan, like at least play through normal difficulty on all of them. D3 is not, Demon Hunter is not fun without a D3 voice actress. Yeah. I mean, also some of the cooler skills like Strafe and, or like more, how do you say that, like more flashy skills like Strafe, being locked behind items, and the Rain of Vengeance having like too high cooldown on default to be at least good without gear for leveling, I guess, is kind of forcing you right now to play the a bit less flashier options, I guess. And yeah, Tumble being like pretty much impossible to make, unfortunately. And you could just add like another rush, but it's not quite the same, I guess. Northern Wagon should be down here, I guess. Job calls. Alright, Prince Green, thank you so much for being here, man. Thanks so much for the 10 gifted subs earlier. Thank you so much for your insane support. Take care, man. Have a nice day. Rush has 2 slow animation. We'll see about that. No. Good set design is when you have an item that reduces the amount of pieces you need to get a bonus by 1, and then you can equip 2 pieces, like 1 times 3 and 1 times 5 pieces, and you get both the 4 piece and the 6 piece bonus, right? That's good set design, right? Right? Fucking Diablo 3, man. Should add that. I mean, that's unironically probably like the most interesting design about set design in Diablo 3. Holy fuck. Can you make the Ingram Dawn? I think you actually could, yeah. You just need an item that is part of every single set in the game. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I generally also like the idea of like sets definitely not being more powerful than like individual items, or like rather the set bonuses. Like the items themselves can be like as powerful or maybe like just slightly weaker than like some standalone legendaries or like standalone greens. Because otherwise, I mean, you still kind of like want to sometimes like incentivize people using like one piece of a set, even if they don't really like care too much about the set. That can also still be interesting. The sets where Ground Zero has no clue how to use them are the best. Wow. Yo, Kushla1, welcome on. I'd like to thank you for your YouTube channel about the game, it's helping me a lot. But you're lost in finding items so you don't know where they drop. grimtools is your friend. grimtools is your friend. You go to this website right here, right, grimtools.com, and then you check out, for example, item database or build calculator, right? Or like you see like a build that I made, right? Somewhere in here. I mean, if we pick here some random, I don't know, some random build, right? Then you see the item. Unfortunately, in the build calculator, you do not see who drops this item, right? Sorry for the flashbang. You do not see where the item is dropped. However, you can look at the name, right? Like pulsing shard, right? The item itself, like there's a prefix, a suffix, and the item itself is the pulsing shard. And then you can put pulsing shard over here in the item database. It takes a while, there's tons of items on this game, so it needs to search for everything. This is only gonna like lag this long, like for the first time you're looking though. And then you can see here, right, pulsing shard dropped from the amalgamation. And then on this site you can even like click on this, right? This will open up the monster database with this monster like chosen. You can see the skills, you can see what it drops, what the drop chance is, and you can see where this mob spawns. Right, the gruesome harvest. And you can even like click on show on the map. This will open up the map And then this will like blink, like highlight where the sky is, the amalgamation over here on the map, right? What's over here? So then you know, okay, it's like next to Rotting Croplands Rift, you go like here, blah blah blah, amalgamation, boom, there he is. You can also like go back to Cairn here to like see where Rotting Croplands is, there it is, right? And then yeah. This is kind of like how you know, can like search for every single item, look where it drops in the like target farm. Now, the thing is, some of these items have blueprints, right? Aetherbolt Pendant, for example. Aetherbolt Pendant has a blueprint. Now you can click on this blueprint, and you can see that this blueprint will be sold by the Coven of the Ugdenborg faction. So you need to like get reputation with this faction to be able to buy this item, and then you can make this item. You can craft this item at the smith. Another item, for example, another example would be, let's take this Phantom Thread Girdle, right? The Phantom Thread Girdle says nothing, right? If it says nothing here in the database, then this is actually a random world drop, and there's no way of you like target farming this. You just need to farm like whatever gives like good general loot, like for example monster totems or dungeons or Shadow Realm or Crucible, and then hope that you get the right item. Yeah. That's kind of like how it works. We don't have handshakeage. That like two people's shaking hands, handing shakes. Handing out shakes or shaking hands? Dude, I kinda want to shake now, Monka. See totem, click totem? Yeah. See totem, click totem for endgame, definitely. Just farm like items with totems, yep. When FG came out with templates, Demon Hunter was done for 4 years. He had a lot of items linked with existing skills, etc. Yeah. Demon Hunter was the first class Grimer made, and yeah, back then there were like different possibilities compared to nowadays. And I can totally understand, like, you don't think you need handshakeage? Yeah, hands. More like they're docking. Dockingage. That's what the emote should be called, honestly. Dockage. My belt dress is still scuffed, right? My tattoo dress is kinda scuffed. I'm using a freaking ectoplasm here, so what am I doing, dude? I could like, for example, use this. And then what? And I get a black tallow on my amulet, maybe? Cactoplasm? Do you guys know the Cactoplasm mod? It just replaces the visual of ectoplasm with a cactw face. That's a Cactoplasm mob. Let me find it actually. It's just like a couple of files that you like need to add, I guess. I mean, it's kind of weird to like add it to the base game, though, I guess. I don't know. Cactoplasm. Yeah, there you go. Cactoplasm. Transmog for components unfortunately doesn't work. Dude, look at this again. I was standing in like some ground AoE, I was pressing this button and this button, and it was literally taking no damage. And this only gives you avoid and projectile avoid, right? So I don't know, it seems to be working in some way or form. Where's my ambush? Mod check, ambush check. Yeah, projectiles on the ground usually are projectile AoE templates. Yep, true. If they're not, you're fucked. But if they are, you're not fucked. Kinda hard to tell sometimes though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like it recognizes that as a projectile and then you don't take damage because you're dodging it. You can dodge ground damage. Well, not ground damage from like 8th ground, for example. But if an enemy like uses a skill that leaves a ground lingering ability, those are most of the time actually coded as a projectile, and thus you are dodging them with like projectile dodge. I think most of the damage pools are like that as well. Yeah. Ground damage is an invisible monster with an aura. Ground damage is a setting in the map. Like you add it in the map editor, right? Really? Time to run Logorian again, I guess. New class when? Maybe next year. Maybe next stream. Not new version? No. When I tried downloading, the stream was dying earlier, so I stopped download. I wanted to get it after Logorian though. Take like a small break. Download the updated mod. And yep. Check out some of the changes, like for example the quicker rush on the monk. Feels like the game is easy. I mean, you just need experience in any game, then you will be good at the game. It's all about experience, to be honest. Yeah, same thing here, right? I was actually dodging the poison pools, because the poison pools are also like projectile AoE, I guess. Zonhan's Battle Plate as an upgrade. It probably is an upgrade, actually. I'm gonna lose like some flat damage, but apart from that, it is an upgrade. Yeah. Let's still do this. I need more armor as well. Keep my armor solo. Okay, where am I going? I'm going this way, yep. New version not public yet? Nope. Seems like it's not, I guess, I don't know. Maybe it will be soon? Question mark? No idea. I mean, there's gonna be like more new versions, I guess. Let's get a shot. Yeah, it sure does. One thing though, one thing. You need to go back and fix something. And I'll tell you what. You've taken the Brimstone effect template, right? Brimstone has, if you go to the... I actually like also forgot this every now and then and had to like redo the effect sometimes, or like not redo that, but like change something real quick as well. I mean, like go back to an effect and change a thing. And that thing that you forgot here as well is the glow, right? It has the red glow from Brimstone. Hello? Oh my god, everything is crashing today. Oh well. I mean, you know what to do, right? Like there's the show, like the glow in the bottom right. Like some of the effects have like a glow attached to them that like you only see when the game is dark. Which is why I'm always like, when I test these, like any kind of skills, I tested with Grim Eternals and like put the day to night, like the daytime to night. And then you have to, then you like see. Oh, that's what tilted you actually. Oh, okay, you already fixed that. I didn't actually see that. So, okay, but yeah, that's yeah, okay, I get it. You already did it. Never mind. I thought you fixed something else. Not bad. Yeah, I keep forgetting about this like lighting setting as well every now and then, and like the projectiles and the effect editor. And yeah, it looks really good though, like when it's the right color. Like these kind of effects do look really good. Yeah, we're gonna check them out in a sec here as well. Okay, tentacle log. Wait. What is happening here? Wait. Okay, just missed. Where are the... Are they working or are they not working? I don't quite get it. Like, are the nades not working on log, or are they like spawning under log and you just can't see them? I don't quite get it. Or am I fumbling and that's why they're not working? I might be fumbling, I don't know. Is there some kind of wall here? What is happening? Can you see this? Huh? He still takes damage though. He still takes damage. It's something's weird. But if there was like some kind of wall, it's more like a map issue. I mean, you didn't touch the map, did you? I mean, I guess you did for the like inventor at some point, like the smith at some point. Logorian conjuring a black hole. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. No idea what happened there. Looked a little weird. You tested in DC and they don't appear there? I mean, if you're testing at daylight, then they don't appear, right? You need to test when it's dark. That's the problem. Right, if you test like this, then you don't see the glow, because it only works at night. Yeah, that's why, as I said, like, I put my settings in Grim Eternals so that it's always night. So you can test all the glows, like all the night glows in Devil's Crossing as well. Yeah. But I still sometimes forget.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
It is a bit annoying, I can totally understand. Alright, what do we have here? Negating of butchery. Apothecary's sign. Apothecary's sign doesn't actually have a heal, does it? No, it doesn't. I really do need a upgrade. Like a... Amulet upgraded list. That's not the one. What about this demonic of the fox?
Put it to good use. See anything you like? See you around.
You've returned.
You have returned.
Got something
You have
stashed.
returned indeed. I have returned, and I will be playing this class some more next time, I guess.
You've returned. So are green.
I'm gonna jump to Act 5 next time.
Good, you're back. I struggle to admit this. You see the Luminarium.
Excuse my father and I were.
Alright. Are these any good? Maybe level 50. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you around on the next one.